So let's talk about lanterns. Some of you probably like lanterns, and I understand why. It's a nice, gritty, down to earth show, but the problem with that is I don't want that for Green Lantern. That's right, Green Lantern. I'm still resentful about that. Um, I want a show that's fun. I want a show with a lot of fantasy elements in it, a lot of sci-fi elements in it. I want to have a good time with the show. What Lanterns is a very bland, very boring. People would say down to earth, but I don't think it's down to earth. It doesn't come off as reasonable. Like one of the characters, not one of the characters, multiple characters try to stop Hal Jordan's investigation into a possible alien incident, even though it's made pretty clear this could probably be either an alien invasion, aliens trying to subvert the planet for various means, or some form of using Earth as a stop for, I don't know, nefarious purposes that would probably cause harm to the local populace in various forms and have interplanetary consequences of a high and destructive kind. So you'd probably be like, yeah, man, do an investigation. But people are like, no, he's just Hal Jordan, a Green Lantern. Trash. They spat on him repeatedly. Now, I say that, I'm having a little bit of fun, but realistically, in that situation, I feel like most people would let Hal Jordan do whatever he had to, unless they're given a pretty good reason. Their reason is because they don't like the fact that he brings news cameras with him or brings bad publicity for the area. Okay. All right, let's just get right into it. Let's just start talking about the show and the various aspects. Spoiler warning, last warning. Here we go. To start with, John Stewart having his dad put an apple on his head and shoot it with a gun. I don't know what that's about. I think it was some crazy thing. They don't want to say he was like a bad dad or anything. They were trying to give him because very he had a call with his dad and it was a nice conversation. I was like, it was like a weird thing. I don't know what they want us to take from that scene, so I'm just gonna leave that alone for now. So Hal Jordan has taken John Stewart under his wing, and while he has a ring and he's supposed to be a substitute, that's not how the ring works. But we're gonna push past that again because we all right. We're gonna push past a lot of things in this review, so be ready for that. uh, and he just drives him off a cliff and says, "Okay, figure it out." And John Stewart goes to the ring and he wraps himself in bubble wrap. Now, mind you, we didn't see that. We were told that and not shown that. Don't you just love it when a show does that, where it tells you something and not show you it? Yeah, it's so wonderful, right, guys? I don't know why they're not doing these things. I'm guessing they're saving time and money with this, but you're not keeping my interest. And that's the main issue with this is that I'm the audience for this thing. I like superhero stuff. I used to read comic books. I'm a big fan of alternative media and crazy stuff like that. And you're not keeping me interested. That's the greatest sin of this, is because I'm not going to give positive reviews on it. I'm not going to be nice about it. I'm just going to be like, eh. But all right, let's jump ahead again because how left a hologram, Hollow Hal, as John Stewart calls him, or something like that. I don't remember, and I don't care to watch it again. So he was told it's hailing in Nebraska, and that's code, and it sends Hal Jordan off, and he leaves him there. And I guess he wants John Stewart to follow him. He didn't make any statements to that. If I was Jon Stewart, I would just go back home and just say, you know what? I tried my best. I'm just going to take the rest of the week off. But yeah, they get to Nebraska and they find out there's a gun. There was a killing or something in there. There was a unfortunate event with guns. I don't know. I don't know how much I can say without getting punished by YouTube, but it was an unfortunate event with guns there. So how it tries to investigate, but the sheriff's like, I don't think so, and it's like, and then after that, there's some crazy coincidences. Jon Stewart slipped with the Jilf teacher's on, and then yeah, it was just embarrassing moment with girl boss telling how Jordan he's garbage to moment of girl boss telling how Jordan he's garbage after another going on there, and then we finally get to the jail scene, which everyone liked. Apparently, I didn't think that was that good. I thought it was okay. I'm being a tad unfair with the scene because it started out pretty good. It started out with Jon Stewart explaining to the sheriff that pretty much all the ways to detect an alien can be fooled by certain alien species or with their technology. So Hal has to ask a bunch of questions. He started asking pop culture questions. Someone brought up the problem of, well, he brought up Harry Potter. Now everyone knows Harry Potter, but let's push past it a little bit because again, I'm saying push past it because you need to explain some way of him making a mistake, and but the way he made the mistake is also in question. I don't really fault the show too much for this part, but I do fault it for why was the bomb ticking like that. That felt kind of weird. But overall, I think the scene is good, but the way we got here, I don't like it. So they did have a good scene. Then they had a twist at the end. It's the twist that the entire internet heard about already, which is Hal Jordan is dead in this like 10 years in the future or something. Current day, basically. That one was in 2016. We were working with for the most part, and 2026 is where they are currently at in the end of the show. So I was like, oh, so we're gonna have 3 different time periods. That would be cooler in a different show, but I don't think that's gonna be cool here. The reason why I don't think it's gonna be cool here is because I don't know, man. I just don't. It starts pretty bad and it kind of ends on a somewhat interesting note, but this is a mystery box show. So basically, they're gonna mess around, fumble around, bumble around for like a few episodes. For actually, not for a few episodes, all the way up till the finale, and then they'll may solve one of the mystery box, and then they'll leave the other mystery boxes for other seasons. But really, they're gonna be parceling them out, adding new mystery boxes, new uh, big. Where did this go? What happened? Questions to the show, and I'm gonna. I'm just gonna say it. This is not getting a season 2. I don't think I said that early in the video. If I did, I was right because this is a one and done season. So hopefully they at least at the end of the season finale they give a solid answer to the questions. I know I'm hoping for a lot from them, but hopefully that'll go down. But I know it won't. So if you don't want to be just left hanging, I'm saying don't even start. It's like, and I might watch the last episode, or I might watch the episodes in between. But here's the thing: this show could have been a really great show if they focused on Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart both having Green Lantern rings and both being intergalactic space cops, um, and just you could have done the first season totally on Earth with them beating up bad guys from across who are trying to invade Earth or trying to use Earth as a go between for their evil alien plans or whatever. Or you could just have them go after bank robbers and stuff. Nobody really would have like shamed you for it. But to do, you can still do the buddy cop. You can still do the hardened veteran and the upbeat, optimistic new guy. But you didn't really do that in the show. You kind of just made them both miserable and grumpy. Well, Hal is less grumpy and grizzled than John, which kind of ruins the whole dynamic. Yeah, you know what? I didn't spend money on this. I'm not James Gunn. I don't have to explain this to the investors. I don't have to explain this to Warner Bros. I am in the clear. All I have to do is do this little review and give my take on it. I'd say it's a skip for most comic book fans. If you're a fan of True Detective or like detective shows, I say skip that as well because I'm kind of a fan of those. And you probably won't like this that much. For down to earth like dramas, I would say also skip it. It's too. There's no character in there that you would really get attached to. And I'm not saying that to be nasty, but you know, it's not. They don't really present likable characters to you. I mean, Hal Jordan is kind of close, but they killed him off, and and the show seems to not like the guy. And it's like it's a kind of weird. Like we really hate the main character, and we really hate the source material sort of show. So I would say just give it a wide berth. DC Expanded Universe is pretty much done from what I've been hearing all over the internet. So yeah, there's no real need to watch it. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope you hit the like button, subscribe button. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.